There's a brand new mouthpiece out that the saxophone world is very excited about. JodyJazz has just released the hard rubber version of their flagship DV mouthpiece for alto saxophone. I'm going to play it for you so you can hear what it can do. Then I'll play the metal version so you can compare, and then we'll add a couple other popular mouthpieces into the mix so you got a good frame of reference. Then once you've heard them all, we're going to do a blind test to see if you can identify each of the 4 mouthpieces just by listening. It's going to be fun. Let's get started. Metcalf here from BetterSax.com. I'm going to be playing on the BetterSax Alto saxophone, which is available for $899 at Sweetwater.com. I'll put a link in the description to this saxophone as well as all the mouthpieces you're going to hear in the video. Let's hear the new HRDV first. The HRDV has the same double window as the metal version, albeit a bit shorter. They both have a step baffle and the interior proportions look the same to the naked eye. Notice the gold-plated brass ring on the shank and the inlaid bite plate. I've put a standard mouthpiece patch over the top of mine, and I suggest you do the same. I've been a fan of the metal DV since I first played one. It's a great contemporary mouthpiece that can be used in just about any situation, making it very versatile. It's definitely designed to give you a lot of power, projection, a focused core, and a bit of edge when you want it. It's a free-blowing mouthpiece that plays effortlessly over the full range of the instrument. Let's hear what it sounds like. So how would you describe the difference between the new hard rubber DV and the metal DV? Let us know in the comments. Go back and listen again if you need to. I'm playing a selection from my latest course, Melodic Etudes. It's not just a collection of written out solos, but it's also a course that helps you learn how to build effective solos and improvise over chord changes. I put a link to that course in the description as well. I will say this, I really like the new hard rubber DV. I'm definitely more of a hard rubber mouthpiece person. For alto saxophone, I prefer how this feels in the mouth, but also the sound. Listening back, the hard rubber DV is a bit mellower, which makes it a bit more versatile for me, considering the type of music I like to play most. One of the most popular and more affordable mouthpieces from JodyJazz is the HR Star, so let's throw this one into the mix as well. Now you could probably hear the difference between the HR Star and the DVs. It's noticeably darker and doesn't have quite as much power. It still has a level of brightness and projection, just not as much as the DV series does. The HR Star is an all-around excellent mouthpiece that I've been recommending for years. Now my main mouthpiece is of course the BetterSax Burnin, which I designed together with Jody Espina. It's made from the same proprietary hard rubber and expertly hand finished at the JodyJazz factory in Savannah, Georgia. So I'm going to play the same thing on the Burn-In mouthpiece to give you another point of comparison. Listen carefully, because in a minute we're going to do the blind test where you're going to try to identify each of the mouthpieces just by listening. All four of these are excellent mouthpieces. I'd be happy to play on any one of them. We are covering a broad price spectrum here from $219 for the HR Star all the way up to $695 for the Metal DV. Ideally, you'd want to try any of these mouthpieces out first before making any purchasing decisions, but hopefully these play tests are giving you a good idea of what to look for. Some players prefer metal mouthpieces, some prefer hard rubber, some people want to have more power, more edge, more projection, some players prefer a mellower tone. In general, a hard rubber version of the same mouthpiece is going to add a bit of warmth. It's also going to be lighter in weight and cost less. Now we're going to do the blind test. I've jumbled up the order of the mouthpieces and I'm going to play a different selection from the same Melodic Etudes course. Listen carefully and let us know in the comments which mouthpiece you think is which. I put the answers in the description. Scroll down a bit to find them there. Go ahead and let us know in the comments how you did. Upgrading to a high quality mouthpiece that matches the sound concept you're aiming for can be a total game changer in your development as a saxophone player. It's one of the easiest things you could do to instantly improve your sound and make playing the saxophone more fun. But before you go spending hundreds of dollars on a new mouthpiece, it's really important you understand how they work and what you're looking for. So I want you to go watch this video next where I explain all the parts of saxophone mouthpieces and how they work together to help you get your ideal sound concept.